Happy Monday, everybody. So two things first. One, yay, Diana vlogged again, so everyone knows now that she's alive and safe and I'm not hiding her somewhere. And hopefully she'll post again on Thursday. And the second, one of my 5th grade friends actually scanned a photo for me of my 5th grade yearbook photo, and I will happily show it here just to back up my story from last week. I had a short hairstyle because I wanted to copy my sister, and that's the result. Shocker, right, that I don't have more of these just lying around. I have to ask someone in Taiwan to scan it for me. So anyway, today's topic. Okay, so if you know me, you know that I have a ginormous sweet tooth, and I'll actually, while I'm talking, show you a bunch of photos of me posing with different sweets that I actually ate all by myself. I rarely share desserts unless I really like you. Anyway, so I have a giant sweet tooth, and that's actually my guilty pleasure. I'm not a huge drinker. I don't crave fried foods or anything like that, but sweets, like, on occasion, I've been known to eat lots and lots of sweets. So anyway, so one story is like, last week we had a meeting with a financial planner, and that was at a restaurant in the afternoon, and we had already eaten lunch, so I didn't want to just not order anything because I felt bad for the wait staff who was refilling our water drinks the whole time. So I was like, I'll just grab a small dessert. And then I ordered a sundae, which is 3 scoops of ice cream, so I thought that's small, I can share it. It came and it was gigantic. It literally was like this big. And it looked like more than 3 scoops, and it was covered in fudge, candied walnuts, and then a cherry on top. And I ate maybe a third of it, and then, I don't know. So I had to kind of go light on dinner because it's all about moderation for me because I'm trying to be healthy, but I can't resist a good sweet. So our cake tasting was actually this Saturday, so we actually went to go have cake. We finally nailed down what flavors we wanted, what fillings we wanted, how we want to decorate it. So I'm actually really excited about that because I feel like I'm not a traditionalist by any means because I can forego a lot of traditions that are in common weddings. Like, I don't need the bouquet toss. I don't need the garter toss. Like, I really could skip that. But cake is a necessity. You can't have a wedding without cake, which brings me to my annoying story of the day, which is, so a few years ago, I attended a relative's wedding. And, like, since it was a relative's wedding, we had a lot of elders there. Like, my dad was there, my uncles, my aunts. So what happened was I had to leave the reception early because one of my aunts wasn't feeling well. So they're from out of town. They're from Asia, so they're not familiar with the area. So they needed someone to take them in a cab and take them back to the hotel. And so my dad was like, Grace, get up. You're going. Go get up and go do it. And I was like, Dad, I didn't have cake yet. And then my dad's like, no, we're leaving now. And I'm like, no. So Diana got to stay behind because she actually caught a ride with my cousins and other relatives. But I had to leave early, and I didn't get to try cake. I feel like my wedding experience was basically cut short, and I didn't have the whole picture. Nothing is complete without cake. So, like, I was actually at another wedding where, for some reason, the cake cutting was really late. So I was already really tired, and I wanted to go home. But I was like, no, Jason, we can't leave until we have cake. Like, this is not okay. I can't skip cake. I know some people will skip cake, but I'm the type of person to really look forward to the wedding cake. So when I'm eating healthier, what I try to do is eat things in moderation. So the things I'm normally planning for is, when can I have my dessert? So, like, because I had ice cream on Friday, I try to exercise more, be more health conscious, eat more veggies, cut back on carbs, stuff like that, to, like, offset the dessert. Like, I'm not a huge splurger when it comes to drinking. Like, my calories are not going to be wasted on alcohol, but my calories are definitely budgeted for my desserts. So let me know in the comments below if you're like me, and there is always room for dessert. I don't care how full I am. There is room for dessert. Or are you someone that can forego? Because then I'll have your dessert.